as I was asking, I'm just gonna say my name. My name is Deepak. Um, I live in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been here for 5 years almost, and I've been watching Daksh's YouTube YouTube live sessions. He does workouts, great workouts, and he's very interactive with his subscribers. So we felt like it was a good time to kind of just get to know each other a little bit. So my question for Daksha is like, what does he do, like, besides from working out, what you do in Texas, and what life is like for you in the U.S. and how long you've been here.
Oh, okay, for me, okay. I thought I'll be asking questions, but that's okay. We can make it interactive. Um, yeah, so I live in Texas here for almost like 2.5 years now, and I honestly, while I like this place, I hate this place because it's just too hot. I've been to other places at US, and I like the Eastern Coast, but like the Texas is, I won't recommend anyone who doesn't like heat. So I won't recommend them. But yeah, okay. Coming to the point, what would I do? So majority of my time goes to, I have a 9 to 5 job. So that's what I do. I work as a cybersecurity consultant. So I work in cybersecurity.
Oh,
And
that's good.
other than that, yeah. So I do work out. I recently, like couple of months ago, I started picking up on martial arts. So I've been training Muay Thai specifically, which you guys have seen on my some of my live streams. I do a lot of
Yeah.
Muay Thai stuff, and I'm trying to build up some businesses and just random stuff. I'm just trying to learn new things. So like right now, I have a goal in the next 2 months. I gotta be at like an amateur level in the chess. So at the night when I wind up, like when I try to unwind, sorry, I just watch a lot of professional moves of like the chess players. So that's what I'm trying to learn these days. But
Okay.
that's enough about me. I want to introduce you. So if you guys don't know, his name is Deepak. He already introduced it. And we met through one of our YouTube live sessions. And he lives in North Carolina. And that's pretty much what I know about him. So I want him to, just introduce himself and tell more about like his life. What does he do? What kind of workouts he likes to do and how he got into working out. Also, like what's his daily routine and like specific, especially on the weekends. What does he do? So over
Okay.
to you, Deepak. Yeah.
Yeah. So just before I start, you say you work in cybersecurity. Is that like work from home? Is that right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I figured.
Yeah. It
uh,
wasn't always work from home, but now it's work from home. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, like you said, I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm a married guy. Basic married person. I have a house here. I have a son. I recently got. He's one now, so he was born last year. And
Congrats.
I work at in a bank. Well, it's a credit union.
Mhm.
So I work in a bank in the insurance department. I do basically like technology testing, like how QA are, right? QA
Right.
quality.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So basically, I do a lot of that. So I've got my licenses in like four insurance licenses, and that's mainly it's remote, but sometimes we do go in the office just because like it's hybrid, right? So it's like
Right.
four
Yeah.
four times, 4 times at home, 1 time in the office, sometimes 3 times at home, 2 times in the office. It just depends on our schedule. But it's a really good job. I enjoy it. It pays good. It pays the bills, right?
All
So
right.
yeah. I've been I the weather here in Raleigh is actually really good. Like, cause I have a friend that lives in Texas, and she also says like it is like super. It's like in the time it gets into the hundreds. I think, is that right?
Correct.
Um,
Yeah. Mhm.
and then here it's very rare that it gets in the hundreds. It's like in the 90s maximum. It gets like 90. If it gets super, it's like 98. But the weather is nice. Like even right now, it's noon and it's like in the 70s. So,
Wow.
um, but yeah, that's a little bit about me. I think. What else did you ask me, Daksh?
Um, First of all, I envy you so much because of the weather. And secondly, like, yeah, what kind of workouts do you do?
Workout. Right, right. So workouts. I work out 4 times out of the week. So 4 times. I go to the gym. 3 times I'm off, and then 3 times that I'm off, I usually just do like cardio in my backyard, like right now. So Wednesdays I don't work out, and Saturday and Sunday is basically for family. Like I just try to spend as much time as I can with my son and my wife, to go out, do whatever I can. But usually around this time at noon, around 11, 12 ish, I just come in my backyard and I just do um, like handstands and flips and whatnot. I'm trying to learn a variety of flips, like back handsprings, back flips, front handsprings. Um, there's a lot of other stuff like gainers. I'm trying to learn gainers,
Oh,
and then just
nice.
those are a lot of things that I got interested in like last year, and I just been watching YouTube videos and then just kind of started doing it. Like if you conquer your fear, if you're not afraid of it, just try it, and then you'll automatically unlock something that you didn't even think that you could do. So
So I know a lot of guys who come on my live stream, they do work out. However, I bet like 99% of them won't be doing back flips and front flips and all those stuff. So would you mind like showing us some of your skills?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, please.
So usually I like to just stretch a little bit, just
Sure.
kind of do. Can you see me right though? Like you're able to see me?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, okay. So I'm gonna do like a little bit of stretching.
Okay.
So just kind of hamstrings. As you know, like you should always stretch before doing anything, any physical activity. Just make sure you
I
stretch.
learned that the hard
When you're
way.
older, when you're older, you want to stretch a little bit more.
Even when you're younger, I have learned that the hard way. I wasn't, yeah, I didn't used to do that, and then I have so many injuries.
Yeah. So that's one more thing. Like when I started doing these, I got injuries too.
And
You
then
should never.
how old were you when you started doing these?
So right now, I think I'm a little older than you, Daksh. I'm 30.
You're 30?
Yeah,
Okay, actually, I'm older than you.
lie. I'm talking to. Yeah. Okay. I was just talking to
That's
my wife.
okay. Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, I was asking like, how old were you when you started doing that? Like, how did you get into this calisthenics, flipping, and working out, and what motivated you, or how did you get into this?
I got into it just 'cause, I was doing like so. I back up a little bit more. So
Mhm.
when I graduated high school, 2012, I was I didn't know what to do. So I didn't know what to do. So I basically started. I joined the army. I was like, when you don't know what to do, just join the army, right? So
Really,
I
you
went and
tried for
joined.
that?
Yeah, I joined the army. I went to the Army Reserves office and I was like, I want to just go and join the army. So I went ahead and
Nice.
joined the Army Reserves for 6 years. Army Reserves is a 6 year contract and then 2 year IR, inactive reserve. So I was in the army for 6 years, and in the army, I saw a lot of people that were doing these like crazy, like some really physical fit guys. Like they were doing like a lot of working out, rope climbing. You know the ropes, climb
Yep.
those,
Hmm.
and like I swear, like people in boots doing like gainer and flips. I was so impressed. I was like, I have to find a way to learn this, but I never got into it until after I got out of the army. So
I see.
just one night I was just like going scrolling through YouTube, and then I just see these guys that are just flipping and doing all these interesting like just a bunch of guys, and they were all Indian guys too, like गांव में आराम से अपने खेत में वो
Mhm.
मिट्टी उट्टी
मस्त
में
कर
पूरा
रहे
अच्छे
हैं.
से. So I was like, I have to learn this. I have to learn this. So it was like about a year and a half ago. I started like I was just like I just have to learn this. So I just started doing it, and kept at it. I'm still learning it. I'm still learning a lot of these other like crazy things. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, So I'm
That's
still like,
nice.
I have to like extend my arm out,
Right.
and it's just like the first one of the day is kind of just like scruffy a little bit.
No, no, no. It was good. Well, I can't do it, so it's really good.
I'm gonna take off my glasses because
Right.
you're getting in my way.
भाई गुलाटियाँ बोलते हैं उसको अपने देसी भाषा में गुलाटियाँ मारना and भाई is doing it with such a good perfection. Nice.
So that one was a little bit better.
Yeah, I think मतलब जितना मैंने देखा है ऑब्वियसली मैं फ्रंट फ्लिप नहीं कर सकता, बैक फ्लिप नहीं कर सकता, बट फिर भी फ्रंट फ्लिप करना मेरे को कंपैरेटिवली दैट्स ऑल इन माय हेड, राइट? फ्रंट फ्लिप करना मेरे लिए इज स्टिल like I can still consider doing that, but backflip karna is like way harder. So aapki kya opinion hai as somebody who can do both of these?
Yeah, so that's how I started front flip. Front flip is you're going in front ahead, आगे जा रहे हो, आगे जाना आसान है, पीछे जाना,
right?
It's like it's more kind of like a unknown territory right there. Like
right,
हाथ टूट जाए, सर पे लग जाए, like गर्दन मुड़क जाए, it can happen.
Right.
So front flip is a lot easier. The only thing I would recommend is doing I think it's called like a back bend chakrasana. I'll show you. Like, really just starting off by just, you can see me, right?
Right. Yeah, I can see you. Yeah.
So just starting off doing these will help a lot. Your back. So.
Oh shit. Okay. Nice. So what you just showed us here, I mean, you did it so effortlessly. It was just like nonchalantly just standing there, a guy, and then he just went back. I think, like I have tried this. Okay, to be honest, I have tried this, but I couldn't do it. I think because it's more psychological than physical.
Right.
Because आप पीछे जब जाते हो, then you know, okay, भाई चोट लग जाएगी, सर टूट जाएगा या कुछ हो जाएगा. Then you just refuse to go back, right? So how do you overcome that?
So kind of just laying on your back, just lay on your back, right? You can still see me, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just lay on your back and then do it.
Okay. Right, but from here, like from the standing position, going back is way harder, and then
but like if you do that, like start off, because that was hard for me too.
Right.
So I probably should have showed you the first one. Like lay on your back and then do the back bend first. Like start doing that, keep doing that, keep getting that. When I started that then I got like a lot of soreness in my back, because that's something that whenever you start something new, like
of course
any kind of a workout, you're gonna get sore. So I started doing that first, and then doing a lot of like cartwheels, like doing just the basic stuff. Once you get the basics down, then you can move on to the harder stuff, like the handstands and the front hand flips, backhand flips, no hand flips.
Can you do no hand flips?
That I have done that one time. So what I did was like what you just saw, like when I did the round off and then backhand. And the second one I did after that was no hand, but it was like so close. I tried to not touch the ground, but I kind of nipped it. So I was just like, I still like, it's still a fear, right? You're still like using it. Get me on a trampoline and I can do anything.
Of course, yeah.
And then it's just like when you're on like ground, like rock hard, it's still grass, but it's still kind of like hard, right?
Right.
It just kind of, it's still a mental thing. It's still just like
and then I have met people like you guys, I must have seen it in the videos and all, but I have met people who there's something called cheat gainer. So cheat gainer is something like, you can explain it better, right? But like you're just standing and on the one leg, you kind of just flip your whole body.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, and then the cheat gainer is like, you still have to kind of prep for that. So it's like, you have to prep for it. Like, that's how you would prep for it. That's how you would, like, you keep doing that, and then it becomes like it becomes full gainer, and that's one of the things I'm learning too still.
Uh-huh.
And then just keep doing that, keep doing
Right.
that, keep doing that, keep doing that, and then it's just like a muscle memory. You're gonna be without your hands out of nowhere.
Yeah, right. But that's awesome. I mean, you can do. I mean, it's amazing for me already. Like somebody can do front flips and back flips. I think the max I can do is like a cartwheel, and then I can do roll on the floor, but like I can't do flips.
Yeah, I mean, but that's still like I said, that's how you would that's how I started. If you keep starting and keep doing
Of
that,
course, yeah.
and then it's like
And
automatic
and
eventually.
then like जिम में जो आप वर्कआउट करने जाते हो उसमें प्राइमरली किस टाइप का वर्कआउट रहता है, लाइक पुश पुल रहता है, डिवाइड करते हो, क्या करते हो
Yep,
उसमें?
just kind of like how you do it. So I do push pull. Sometimes one week I'll do a push like one day it'll be like a push pull thing, and then actually push, just keep pushing, just pushing everything, and then the other day it'll just be like pull, and then one day it'll just be like chest. I just divide it up.
Legs,
So
I guess.
and legs.
Right.
So right now, I used to do this push pull thing, but right now, recently, like 2 weeks ago, I'm doing specifically like so Mondays I'll just hit biceps and triceps.
Okay.
And then Tuesdays I'll hit back. So like I'll do some deadlifts, some pulls, like lat pulls, rows, and then Wednesdays I just midweek I just rest. I don't do anything. And then Thursdays is a what is Thursday? Oh, chest and just chest.
Okay.
No, chest and shoulders, which is weird. I don't know why I do it that way. Just chest and shoulders that day.
That's okay. It feels good to you. That's it.
And then I end the week Fridays. I like to end it with a bang, and I hit legs. So yes. So when you called me, I think Friday, I was just getting out doing
Right.
legs,
Yes.
and I
You
was just
told me
like,
that. Yeah.
I was done, man. I was done. I was like, can't do anything else no more.
Yeah, so everybody that I have talked to, they all say like doing legs is the hardest part, right? Legs workout. Everybody's so afraid of legs workout. Why is that?
It's just like it's one of those we don't really. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like it's hard doing squats. Like
For some
squats
reason, I enjoy doing leg days. I don't know if many of you know this, but I used to do powerlifting, and this is like 2 years, 3 years, more like 3 years, close to 3 years ago. And then I torn my my lower back like 3 days before my competition. So I had to stop that. Doctors told me that I could never lift weight ever again. I proved them wrong. I'm just lifting again.
That's awesome.
And I used to do lots of heavy. Like I had to have 3 leg days in my week, and I would love them. For some reason, legs. I just love leg days for some reason.
I saw one of your videos on I think your Instagram where you're doing like a deadlift, and I think you have wings on your back. It's like some sort of wings. Like it shows like it's like a backdrop. I don't know if you were competing or not, but you're doing like a sumo deadlift.
Oh, that video, I know what you're talking about. It was in my old gym, and then no, it was like a poster where they had like these wings. So it wasn't like on purpose. It was just like I was doing deadlifts, and then there was this background was like that.
That was so cool. How much weight was that? That looked amazing.
So okay, at that point, I wasn't lifting with like the technique. I learned the techniques later. It was just like the raw strength. I was so my coach asked me to like he's kind of weird in that way. He asked me when you want to do deadlifts, just try to do it for a couple of weeks, just like with normal weights, and then on one day go like all max out. Don't worry about your form. Don't worry about anything. I just want to see how much can you lift. And there was 205 or 210 something. There was lifting. Kg, yes, kg.
Oh my God, that's like 400 and some pounds. Then almost
I don't know in the pounds because I was training in India, so we all.
That was in India.
Lifting. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So the max I have lifted on my deadlift is 240 kgs, and
that's amazing.
My bench was never my forte. I could only reached up to like 110 or something, maybe less than that. No, actually not 110. It was close to 105. And then on legs, I was doing around like 150, 160 kgs. Yeah, kgs. It's all in kgs.
Yeah.
But like deadlift was like something that I would love. And I was working so hard on my legs. I would just train like 3 days a week and I would still just enjoy it. But for some reason, I see people just don't like
Yeah, I just
doing deadlifts.
I don't know, man. I
Sorry,
just
legs.
like once you're done, when you start, it just I just fear it. Like the lunges and everything else. It's I would consider legs to be the hardest workout, just because.
It definitely sucks a lot of energy from you.
Yeah, it
That's
definitely sucks
definitely
a lot of energy. Yeah, I agree.
That's
It's
true.
like, it's a lot
Okay.
of, if you're doing it right, if you're doing like right squats, like I've seen you do front squats. If you're doing those right, like ass to grass, basically, that's it. Like those are, because I've seen gym bros that are like going like right here, and I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, it's like,
No. Sometime I do astrograph. Sometime I also try to go beyond, definitely go beyond 90 degrees.
beyond 90 degrees. Yeah.
Yes, but the idea is sometime like when you just don't go astrograph, you just stuck like after 90 degrees. It also create like your muscles are constantly in the tension. So it's called time under tension.
Yeah.
So that's a different kind of hit. But then also astrograph is definitely like harder.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
wouldn't say ass to grass. Like you just said, like not exactly ass to grass, but just pretty much like right here.
Go right, yeah.
And then that's good.
Yeah, true. Okay, so what part of India are you from, Deepak?
I'm from MP, Madhya Pradesh.
And then उसमें कौन सी city भाई?
Satna. Do you know Satna? It's a very
I know सतना. वहाँ के भाई सेब बहुत फेमस हैं रतलाम के और वहाँ के बहुत मिर्ची वाले सेब होते हैं भाई.
yeah. Satna is it's like right there by Maihar and like a lot of other small cities, but Satna is like that's where I grew up, and that's where.
And then from journey from Satna to all the way to North Carolina, वो क्या रही भाई?
So my dad was actually, he came here in the U.S. 1996.
Okay.
And then he brought us here, me, my brother, and my mom in 2000 and I think it was 2003. He brought us here.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, he was working here. He had a chef. So he got sponsored to come here and like basically do chef stuff. And then he just he saw the lifestyle here in the U.S. and he said he wanted his kids to go up here to learn and go to school here. So that was his dream, and then we came here, and the rest of the history we just.
And then you said you also served in the reserve unit of the army, right? So Indian Army, or like were you serving here?
No, American Army.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay.
Yeah. I went to school here, high school, all the way up like from 3rd grade, 2nd grade, all the way up to high school here. And then I joined the Army Reserves. And then while I was in the reserves, I started college. And then
did you do your bachelor's or
yeah,
bachelor's. What have you done? Bachelor's in computer science or what?
Bachelor's in business management. And then it was business, and then it was a minor in accounting. So it's just kind of like a little bit.
Okay. And one advice that you would give to anyone who is like, so you said that you bought your own house, right? So what would you tell somebody who is here, who is working hard, and then how did they go about and how can they manage to buy a house here?
Yeah, hold that thought. Let me